Alright, numbers 1 and 2, no metronome. Just take your time, working your way down to the bigger frets, or the lower frets. So, yeah, just pinky, ring, and index finger. So use very little distortion, or none whatsoever. Just make sure you hear everything okay. And then, yeah, just work your way down. Make any adjustments to your fingers as you need to. You see my hand's doing that whole claw thing too. So it's a necessity for playing stuff like this. This will also help when getting to certain chord stuff. Good for riffing. Like, instead of always doing power chords, will be chord shapes like that definitely work with distortion. But when arpeggiating stuff, definitely makes more sense to me. Keep it clean or very little distortion. This way you can hear all the notes more clearly, making sure that nothing is muted. Because when you have the heavy distortion on, sometimes you hear a percussive sound and you think it's the right note, but it's actually just percussion you're hearing. So anyway, so you got the first one was the major shape, this is the minor shape. Same thing, just take your time, make any adjustments you need to as you get further and further down the fretboard. Okay, now the stuff with the metronome. Still doing the minimum speeds each day of going up by 20s, starting at 60, working up to 160. Yeah, so 160, that's where we're going to now. I can't remember if in your video you were saying 140 BPM still. But it's 160 in case you're not. So 160, that's where you're getting to. Okay, so here we go. That's 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, sorry, my nose is just like itching like crazy there. God. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And number 4. Okay. Keep your fingers down as much as you can here. So I want you to try and have all 3 fingers down after you get to that third note before going up to the A string. Obviously you need to take your ring and pinky off when you go to the A string, but just try your best to keep your fingers down as much as you can. So when we get to pull offs, it's going to help a lot. Alright, 60 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. At 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, with the scales, learn one at a time. Just make sure you can play that C scale all by itself from memory comfortably before you start working on the D Dorian shape. And be able to play both of those back to back comfortably from memory before adding the E Phrygian. So, if any questions come up before next week, let me know. And then next week, yeah, we'll start doing theory talk. All right, we'll see you then.